Time now is 7:42. Today, voters head to the polls in Wisconsin, Washington, and Hawaii. Democrats and Republicans are both holding primaries today in Wisconsin and Washington state. But Democrats in Washington already allocated their delegates in caucuses earlier this month, so today's Democratic primary there doesn't really count. In Hawaii, Democrats vote today in presidential caucuses. Political analyst Mark Curtis joins us this morning from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Ross.
And you're inside because it's, I understand, cold back there.
Ross, I should have gone to the Hawaii primary. I'll tell you, it is 3 degrees in Milwaukee right now. The wind chill is 17 degrees below zero. Last night I was at Barack Obama's rally in Beloit, the college campus there. 20 degrees below zero with the wind chill. It was absolutely bone-chilling, but you know what? The place was packed. There wasn't an open seat available. It was amazing that people come out in that kind of weather, and they will today. The voter turnout is expected to be a record.
It's kind of interesting. You don't think the weather is going to affect the turnout, and the campaigning of the candidates has to be slower, but it doesn't seem to be the effect.
Well, it's interesting because Hillary Clinton essentially got trapped in Wisconsin. She tried to get out of here Sunday to go to Ohio and campaign. She got snowed in. 3 of her events were canceled here on Sunday. She rescheduled them yesterday, even had to cancel another one. So the weather may benefit the candidates by keeping them here, although we can say this morning they are all gone on to Ohio to campaign for the next big primary coming up.
What are the polls in Wisconsin showing this morning?
Polls are very close on the Democratic side. We've seen polls as tight as 47 Obama, 43% for Hillary Clinton. There was another poll came out yesterday, was much wider. It had 53% Obama, 40% Clinton. Nobody expects it to be that wide. We could have a very narrow finish here on the Democratic side.
But on the Republican side, is it a walkaway or John McCain? And
I tell you what, Mike Huckabee's been very aggressive here, but John McCain, being as independent here, has a huge appeal to independent voters in Wisconsin, and this state has a lot of them. It's one of the most independent states in the country. We go back to 2004, George Bush, the conservative, lost here by only 11,000 votes. That was the closest margin of any state in the country. Back in 2000, Al Gore won the state by only 5,000 votes. So there are a lot of independent voters here, and that bodes well for John McCain, perhaps bodes well as well for Barack Obama.
I believe as we speak, he's having a big rally there.
Yes, I misspoke earlier. John McCain is the one candidate who has not left Wisconsin. He will shortly. He's holding a last-minute campaign rally in the suburbs of Milwaukee, Brookfield to be exact, and he is gathering with supporters there this morning. He's going to be speaking shortly, if not already, and that's his last-ditch effort to get out the vote, and he's going to have his victory rally tonight where? Columbus, Ohio. Again, everybody's focusing on the next big round of primaries coming up in 2 weeks.
Big campaign issue in the last few days has been this alleged plagiarism by Barack Obama, aimed at him by the Clinton campaign. How is that being received there by the voters in Wisconsin?
I don't think it's going to be a big factor. It's more of an amusement than anything. He mimicked some lines from Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick. Not uncommon among African-American candidates, a technique called call response, where you say some lines, and in this case he was using lines from FDR and Martin Luther King, and the audience has a response back. And it's kind of a rhetorical technique. The Obama campaign now admits they should have attributed the lines to Deval Patrick, but again, people are more amused by it than anything. I don't think it'll affect the vote here at all.
Okay. You've mentioned that you went to a rally where Chelsea Clinton was the headliner.
Boy, she was really something, Ross, and I'm kind of surprised the Clinton campaign did not use Chelsea more effectively in not only Wisconsin but the other states as well. In terms of going after the youth vote, we've seen young voters, 18 to 24, who normally don't show up at all, surge to the polls for Barack Obama. I saw Chelsea Clinton on her own yesterday, without her mom or dad with her, give one of the most eloquent political presentations I've ever seen. She spoke for over an hour to students at Beloit College. She gave no speech. She had no prepared text or notes, and she just winged it and ad-libbed and took questions and answers for over an hour. And she was really articulate. She was really, told the line of the campaign. And it gave me the impression that this young lady is really going to be something in the political world. We may see her run for office someday, too.
And it's interesting. I'm a little surprised to hear you say all that because when she's not on the stage, from what I understand, she answers no questions from the press.
Yeah, that's the weird quirk of this, and it's much to the annoyance of the reporters, but I guess the Clinton Clinton campaign doesn't really care much about pleasing the reporters, but a lot of us would like to go up and ask her some questions after these rallies because she is quite remarkable, and she is speaking on behalf of the campaign. And, you know, any other surrogate for a candidate normally answers questions from the press, but she does not. And like I say, that maybe to their benefit, but it annoys the press corps a little bit. But hey, who likes us? Nobody's voting for us.
All right, Mark. Keep warm today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Russ. See you then.
Mark Curtis live in Wisconsin. You can also read Mark Curtis's blog, markcurtismedia.com.